We are live here at Beatty. Is that how you pronounce that, Lee? Beatty Field
Beatty
in
Field.
Tonganoxie, Kansas, where the 2-3 Lions are taking on the 1-4 Tonganoxie Chieftains.
Before we get started here, we'd also like to remind everyone that the Education Foundation will conduct an annual Hall of Fame induction ceremony during halftime of tonight's game. Those being honored are Phil Cannon of First J.
Another night of listening to the speaker.
I
So
can barely hear you right now.
last game, Lee and I, when we were at Piper, we had to actually look at each other so we knew when each other was talking. So it kind of sounded like we were interrupting each other, but it's just that we can't hear each other tonight.
And tonight we're outside.
We're outside. We've been scrambling for position ever since we got here at 5:30, trying to figure out where we were going to set up.
You
And,
want more again?
so we finally found out we're right here with the fans. We got the Tonganoxie Chieftains sitting in front of us, and they're probably going to be upset with us by the end of the night. But
We got some mean fans looking at us right now.
all right, we got a ball game about ready to kick off. Brad Brown set to kick off for the Lions, number 3. Back deep, we got 3 deep for the Tonganoxie Chieftains. I wonder if they're going to do a weave, Lee. I doubt it.
I doubt it. In previous games, I hope Lansing can step up their kick coverage. It hasn't been as strong as it needs to be.
You know, Tonganoxie does have a kid that's, and I don't have his name with me right now, but he does have a kid that's pretty good in the kickoff return. There's a kick. Whistle, flag down right off the start.
Lansing offsides.
That was Brad Brown kicking off for Lansing.
Lansing will re-kick from the 35-yard line.
Beautiful night once again at Beatty Field in Tonganoxie, Kansas. It's probably right at 70 degrees. We got a nice wind. The wind has been very strong all day today, but the wind has stopped, at least for now, and it is absolutely beautiful outside. That we're in the sixth game. We're in the 6th game of high school football.
And it's the warmest, or it's one of the warmest, except the first weekend, for October.
Kickoff return by Tonganoxie. He takes it up the sidelines. Looks like he has nowhere to go. They shut the outside completely off. He turns directions, comes up the middle for a nice gain, nice return. He brings it up to about the 36-yard line. So the Tonganoxie Chieftains will start 1st and 10 at their own 36-yard line.
That ball was returned by number 9, Tyler Ford, for Tonganoxie.
Garrett Elson with the snap. Hands it off up the middle. About a 4-yard gain. Brings it up to the 40-yard line. Good gain by the Chieftains. Stop looks like it was made by number 4, Cameron Decker. Second down, about 6. Elson with the handoff. Nowhere on the gain. Ball's handed off to number 20, Derek Lingo.
Number 75, Dominique Carey, with a stop in the backfield.
Derek Lingo, a senior running back, 5'11", 180 pounds. With the carry on that ball, loss of a couple yards on the play. It'll be 3rd down and 8 for the Chieftains. Elson with the snap. He completes the pass to number 15. That's Tyler Zinzer. Gain of about 3 on the yard. It'll be 4th and 5. And Tonganoxie brings their punt team out to the field. Back deep for the Lions, number 28. That's Nick Hughes.
Good first series on defense for the Lions.
Punt will go out of bounds. They kick it away from Nick Hughes. Goes out of bounds about the 35-yard line, looks like.
Right on the 40, just a 20-yard punt. Great field position for the Lions.
So we'll see the Lions here with their first offensive push. At quarterback, number 5, Litton Vanderwerf for the Lions. He took over Joe Schneider's spot as Joe went out with a broken toe a couple weeks ago at Piper. And Litton played an incredible game last week. Handoff goes to Nick Hughes. Nick goes nowhere.
Lansing tries to run that jet
sweep.
It was slow developing. Tongi did a nice job.
They strung it out very nice.
Real nice.
Good tackle. Loss of a yard and a half on the play. It'll be second down and 11 for the Lions. Receiver to this side, number 10, Lucas Mine. Also number 4, Cameron Decker. Litton in the shotgun. Lucas goes in motion. Illegal motion by the Lions. Number 26 for the Lions. Illegal motion.
Wow.
That's Cameron Trout.
Not how the Lions want to start on offense. It's second and 16. Mine and Logan Mance to the near side. Lansing has doubles. A deep pass downfield, a late flag from the official. Has to be pass interference called. We had the same situation several weeks ago at Piper. Didn't look like there was contact made, looked like face guarding, and there is not face guarding in high school football. I didn't see any contact made.
Who was the pass intended for, Lee? Cameron Decker?
No, Cameron Decker and Lucas Mine.
They were on this.
Yeah, Cameron Decker was on the far side, yes. In high school football, pass interference is 10 yards, automatic first down.
With the Lions doing nothing but going backwards to start this first drive, that's a huge...
From second and 16 to first and 10 at the 50-yard line.
Litton Vanderwerf in shotgun. Litton Vanderwerf's going to take the ball up the middle.
Little quarterback
nice
draw.
gain.
Gains about 8 yards.
8 yards on the play. Be second down and a little over 2 yards. Logan Mance and Lucas Mine on the near side. Again, Litton Vanderwerf takes it up the middle. It looks like he's going to be really close to a first down. That's all they needed. Not a good-looking play, but that's all they needed is 2 yards, and I think they probably scrapped very close for it, but it's still going to be short.
Looks like same play, other side. About a half a yard short. I look maybe for a quick handoff to Cameron Trout up the gut for that half yard, or a quarterback sneak.
I haven't seen a lot go over the left side yet, but I think this would be a good time. But they go right, and they give it to
Nick Hughes.
Nick Hughes for a big gain.
He fumbles
There's a
the ball
on the play.
Tongi's jumping around like they've recovered, and they have.
Nick Hughes fumbles the ball on the play at the Tonganoxie 30-yard line. I guess the only good thing about that is we're on their end of the field.
Just switching field position, that's it.
if there is anything good about a fumble, I mean, we're on our way driving the ball. We're at Tonganoxie's homecoming. Anything you're going to give Tonganoxie is going to just spark the fans, and you never know. If it comes down to it, it could be a great game. Tonganoxie runs it up the middle. Little gain on the play.
Looks like a gain of about 3 to 4 yards.
Elson in shotgun. He fakes a handoff up the middle and then options it out to number 20, Derek Lingo. Derek Lingo is good for about a 20-yard gain to the outside. It'll be right at midfield, 1st and 10 for the Chieftains. What a great little shuffle pass option right at the last second.
Very nice play. Just a little fake counter inside with some motion. Great job on that play, stuffing that. A little, looked like a little cross buck of some sort.
Ball's given again to number 20, Derek Lingo. Derek Lingo so far has got the most carries for the Chieftains. Number 81, Ben Johnson coming in for the Chieftains, a sophomore. Elson again in the broken up play. He takes it up the middle for maybe a 1 yard, maybe a 2 yard gain.
It's going to be 3rd and about 7, 3rd and about 8 for the Chieftains. Another big play for the Lions here on defense. See if they can shut them down.
Elson in shotgun. Lingo in motion. He pitches to Lingo. Lingo takes it to the outside. Nice gain for the Chieftains. Derek Lingo, number 20. Derek Lingo's been running the ball really nice.
Similar play to what they ran a couple plays ago on that 20-yard gain.
To this side.
Correct. Just the option the other way. 4th and short. Tongi may think about going for this.
You think so?
On Lansing side of the field, I think they're going to go for it.
4th and short. That's not 4th and short.
4th and 4.
I say they're gonna. I say they're not going for it. I think it's a long count just to try to draw them off. But they got a guy in motion. They're going for it. A pass play, Elston, and he's stuffed. Quarterback sack by number 78, Mike Miller, also in on the sack. Number 75 for the Lions. That's Dominic Carey.
Tonganoxie's been running the ball with consistency, gaining 3 to 4 to 5 yards, and they go to the pass on 4th and 4.
How big is Elson? He looks like a little guy back there. He's a junior quarterback, 5'5", 145 pounds. You know they probably give him 10 pounds on this, so he's just a little guy. And he's
shifty and quick.
Yeah, but there was nowhere for him to go as Mike Miller and Dominic Carey just absolutely stuffed him. We got 1st and 10 for the Lions at midfield. Litton fakes a handoff to Nick Hughes, and he's running up the middle.
And he is almost gone.
He's been a tough runner up the middle. Litton Vanderwerf not only gets a first down, but adds about 30 more, takes it to the Chieftains' 12-yard line.
That's a 38-yard carry straight up the gut. They weren't going to get him down. He was determined.
Litton Vanderwerf, as I said earlier, has taken over as quarterback. He started the year as quarterback. He's a senior quarterback for the Lions. But then Joe came in, sophomore, came in and just played an amazing job as a backup, and he kind of took over the spot. Well, Joe got hurt. Litton's been playing the last 2 weeks, and last week was just an incredible week for Litton as he had almost over 400 all-purpose yards.
Litton off tackle, just a straight run out of the gun. A short gain of about 2 yards.
One thing I wanted to say, if you are online watching at 810varsity.com, if you would like to pull up a Facebook page, that's Real Estate with Lisa Reese. So if you go to Facebook and go to the top where it says search and pull up Real Estate with Lisa Reese, that's 4 words. You can see where there's a link to the game right there, and also a little discussion area where you could discuss the game if you'd like, and we could answer questions. So if you'd like to open that page up, you can do that also. Litton hands it off up the middle. He hands it off to number 26. That's Cameron Trout.
And he scores. Fumbles late, but scores first. And Lansing draws first blood. 6-0 Lions.
Just a hard run up the middle, moving his feet. Touchdown Lions.
That's just a straight handoff up the A gap, straight up the middle.
On for the extra point is number 3, Brad Brown, and placeholder for Brad, Lucas Mine. It's a bad snap. They got the fire going. Brad Brown's going to pick it up and try to get into the end zone, but he's knocked out of bounds early. Looked like a high snap. Probably could have been handled, but we didn't. And we come up with 6.
Brown made a nice effort. He came up about a yard short, almost got in for the 2 points. But it is what it is. 6-0 Lions.
The Command. The Kansas City Command season tickets for the 2012 Arena Football League season at Sprint Center are now on sale. Call 855-KC-ARENA. Thank you, Command. Mr. Goodsense. $5 foot-long subs are back at Mr. Goodsense. 7 great subs to choose from. Come see what fresh really is at Mr. Goodsense. It's kind of hard to see the numbers on the Tonganoxie. If there's a wrinkle in the back or the front,
the numbers are really spread out. It's hard. It's real tough to tell.
Yeah, so back on the kickoff return team, I really can't tell who it is. Nice kick from Brad Brown.
This looks like number 9, Ford, possibly. Tyler Ford. His number is number 9, but as you're looking at him running, it looks like number 7, so it's real tough to see.
In on the stop for the Lions, number 63, John Rubendahl. So far, they haven't really let the Chieftains kickoff return team bother them too bad like we have been doing in the past.
That's correct.
They've contained them pretty good. Elson with the snap, he hands it off up the middle.
And that's pretty much stuffed. Maybe for a 1-yard gain, 1.5. The officials are marking it a 2-yard gain. 2nd and 8 for the Chieftains.
Garrett Olston, the quarterback for the Chieftains. He's a junior, 5'5", 145-pound junior. His father was the head coach for a while, and has been the head coach for quite a while.
But a long time.
Elston fakes the handoff, then fakes a pass, and then goes up the middle. Gain of about 4 yards on the play. Lee, I think you're stepping on my cord there. We're in a very tight spot here. All right. 3rd down and 3 for the Chieftains. Big stop here for the Lions. I guarantee the Chieftains won't go for it on 4th down.
No.
At this position. Elson with the snap. He pitches it again to number 20, Lingo. Lingo makes a great gain to the outside. That little option pitch to Lingo is working very well for the Chieftains.
Well,
whether they
especially with a handoff up the middle first, because it semi-freezes the linebackers.
Absolutely, and you can definitely see that.
That's been their best play.
Yeah.
They gained about 7 or 8 yards on that one and 20 yards earlier on the same play.
Nelson in shotgun on 1st and 10. Fakes it up the middle again to Lingo. Same exact play. Little gain Gain of a couple on the play.
Gain
Lansing defended that well as the mark was on the near side, so not too much running room for Lingo.
About a 3-yard gain.
Second and 7 after the 3-yard gain.
Second down for the Chieftains. Handoff.
It's the option. Elsing keeps it, gains about a yard.
Garrett Nelson on the keeper for the defense.
Fake the option, fake the pitch. Another 3rd and long for the Chieftains.
Chieftains are still on their side of the field. They're about the 44-yard line. Be a big stop for the Lions if they can keep them on their side of the field. 3rd down and 7. Elson again with the keeper. He's stuffed and then he wiggles out of it. He's not going anywhere there.
Big play for the Lions.
Big guys, they really couldn't keep a hold of him. He really moves. Elson, I'm talking about.
Elson is shifty.
Gosh, dang. He was wrapped up probably about 4 times and then wiggled out of it. But the Lions had him surrounded, nowhere
Huge
to
play.
go.
Loss of 15.
Every time Elson turned around, there was another Lion there. And it brings up 4th down, and they're punting back deep for the Lions. Nick Hughes almost blocked. Nick Hughes fumbles.
Fumbles the ball.
The punt.
And the Tongi recovers. That's 2 fumbles tonight by Nick Hughes. Lansing defense playing strong, but you can't turn the ball over. Like you said on homecoming, that's going to spark Tonganoxie.
Nick Hughes. I know Nick probably has some followers and some family watching from out of town. Nick Hughes is not playing a very good game as of right now, but Nick Hughes is the kind of person that is going to come back from this, and you can just tell he's very upset with himself. He's going to make it up. Elson
going to his left, tough to throw going to his left, and as short as he is, they try to throw about a 7-yard slant, incomplete.
I've seen some pretty good quarterbacks this year. We've seen the Mill Valley quarterback. We've seen the Baser Linwood quarterback. Turner had a good quarterback, and they all rolled really well to their left or to their opposite side. They were all right-hand quarterbacks, I think.
Especially the Piper quarterback.
That's right.
He did that very well.
Elston, no.
He's more of a runner than a passer.
Elston in the shotgun, scrambles to his right. He's a lot better when he goes to his right. Pass was caught, but it looks like it was out of bounds when it was caught.
Brings up a 3rd and 10 for Tonganoxie.
Pass was intended from Elston to Amos White. Pass is incomplete, brings up 3rd down. 3rd and 10 with 24 seconds left in the first quarter. Lions lead 6-0. Broken up play.
It's going to bring up a 4th and 15. Tong's going to have to punt again.
Boy, if Tongi could match their play on defense, they would be okay. Or I guess their play on special teams.
Correct.
That's the end of the first quarter. Lions lead 6-0. Nick and Jake's Real Food, Honest Drink. Nick and Jake's, the proud title sponsor of 810varsity.com, located in Parkville in the Parkville Commons and in Overland Park on 135th Street, or visit us online at nickandjakes.com. Storage Box. Need storage space? Need to rent a U-Haul truck? The Storage Box is the answer. From storage services to truck renting to packing supplies, Storage Box has been providing exceptional service for more than 35 years with 3 locations. And they also Ship packages all over the country at the Leavenworth Shipping Depot. Visit us at www.storageboxinc.com. That's storageboxinc.com. Or call us today at 913 727 1236. That's 727 1236. Lisa Reese. Whether buying or selling your home, Lisa Reese with Coldwell Banker Riley and Sons brings professionalism with honesty, integrity, loyalty, and hard work. Lisa Reese will guide you step by step through the entire process. Call or text Lisa at 913-240-6004 or visit us online at lisareese.com. Thanks to all of our sponsors.
Let's see if Nick can make up for that last fumble. Like I said, knowing Nick, he will. Great punt.
Nick Hughes is going to let the ball go out of bounds. Actually, probably didn't have a choice. That was a great punt by the Chieftains. Ball's going to go out at the 15-yard line.
Ball's marked right at the 9-yard line. That was about a 40-yard punt.
In perfect position. There was no chance of a return.
No.
Nick Hughes was standing at midfield, or standing in the middle of the field, probably about the 25 or 30, well, probably the 25-yard line, and it sailed over his head, going right towards the out-of-bounds mark.
I don't think Tongi really wants to kick it to Nick. That was a great punt.
Here on the near side, number 1, Logan Mance. Also, number 10, Lucas Mine. Litton's going to keep it up the middle.
Litton just keeps moving those feet. What a run. Gains about 9 to 10 yards. It's going to be close, and they're moving the chains.
Litton's a tough customer. You know, when Joe Schneider is supposedly due back next week, I think Joe is better in the pocket. Just
shiftier, a little bit better of a scrambler, but Litton has a lot more power.
Is a power runner up the middle, so they might go, both quarterbacks when Joe becomes healthy next week.
Play never got off the ground. Fake up the middle, quarterback veer. Litton loses about a yard.
Loses a yard on the play. The Lions will have the ball on their own 19-yard line, it looks like. So it'll be 2nd down and 11 for the Lions. They need to get going here. Got 81.
Got doubles.
Outside, Clay Young, a junior wide receiver. Also out is Nick Hughes.
That pass almost looked like it was backwards.
It sure did.
Which is a live ball.
Pass is incomplete, intended for Lucas Mine. Litton Vanderwerf throws it straight to his side. Almost looked like it could be a backwards pass. And Lucas Mine was worried about that also as he scrambled to pick the ball up. They called incomplete. 3rd down and 11. Vanderwerf in the shotgun on 3rd down. Looks like he's going to pass the ball. He sends a rocket.
And
it's a great pass and good. Nice catch by number 10, Lucas Mine.
And he caught it on a knee and then tried to get up and run. The official blew the whistle right away. Correct call.
I tell you what, Lucas Mine, right there, you can speak how great a receiver Lucas Mine has been for the Lions this year. He's made some great catches, and right there runs a perfect pass pattern right to where he needed to be. Probably 11, 12-yard gain, 1st down and 10 for the Lions.
Another quarterback keeper by Litton Vanderwerf.
Tonganoxie kid came in with looked like could be called a late hit, but it was against his own player. So, I mean, that was helmet to helmet. He was checking his helmet like, my gosh, what just hit me?
About a 4-yard pickup by Litton. 2nd and 6.
Looks like they're wanting to key on Litton, but Litton's such a great runner. He's gaining 4 yards every time he gets the ball. Litton under center in 2nd down, hands it off up the middle. That's going to go nowhere as he's pushed outside.
Cameron Trout. No hole there.
It's going to be a gain of 0. Cameron Trout.
Looks like they're going to give him about a half-yard forward progress.
You know, I credit Tully's line so far, at least for stopping Cameron Trout. You know, we've against Baser and Mill Valley, that was our bread and butter. We give it to Cameron Trout off the left side, off the tackle, and Cameron's good for 12 yards every play. 3rd down and 6 for the Lions. Litton Vanderwerf back to pass. He passes. It's going to go over his receiver's head. Pass was intended for, looks like, Nick Hughes.
Well, the pass he threw earlier to Lucas Mine was a little low, and that one was a little high.
He's trying to find his sweet spot.
Trying to find it.
And in Litton, his first couple games that he's played, he definitely couldn't find his sweet spot.
No,
he's got
just a little off.
A very powerful arm, but he's just having trouble. Punting for the Lions, Cameron Trout. Back deep is not sure. Number 30 is the one that's going to take the punt.
It's number 20, Derek Lingo.
Derek Lingo.
He's been busy tonight.
Well, the Chieftains take over in good field position on their own 41-yard line. And it seems like what win there is right now is going their way from right to left on your computer screen. I should have said that from before. From on your computer screen, Tonganoxie Chieftains are going right to left, and they're in the red, and Lansing's in the white.
Sweep. To number 32, Jared Summers.
Jared Summers, number 32, is a freshman running back. 5'9" and 150-pound freshman running back. Great little run for a freshman.
Nice. And the outside's kind of been open tonight for Tongi. They've had a little success out there.
Up the middle, number 44. That has to be probably Lynch.
And I just say the outside's been open, and they just hit one up the gut for 15 yards.
That was actually number 44, Shane Levy. How would you pronounce that?
I'm looking at Levy.
Elson takes it up the middle for about a 4-yard gain. He's nailed by number 26, Cameron Trout.
I think the low snap threw the timing off of that play.
Well, you know, they like to get in there and hurry up those plays, but it seems like it confuses Elson a little bit and his running backs. A pitch from Elson. Play comes to the near side. Tackle's made by number 1, Logan Mance. Again, that ball's given to number 32, Jared Summers, the freshman running back for the Chieftains. Chieftains here are in good position. If they can convert to another first down, they'll be about on the 30-yard line of the Lions.
Well, they got 2 plays to get 5 yards because they'll go for it here.
That play is not going to go anywhere, given to number 15.
Too slow developing.
Tyler Zinzer.
Way
Tyler
too slow.
Zinzer is that Mark Zinzer's boy? Or Lansing?
I know I talked to Mark here tonight. I think that's his nephew. Brings up another fourth down for Tongi. They may do a quick kick. They sure are.
That's going to roll really nice for the Chieftains. Up. Takes a Lions bounce right at the end.
At the 11-yard line. Well, I
It
saw
could-
Elston a little too far back.
It could have taken a Chieftains bounce and pinned the Lions
Oh.
about the 1 or 2 yard line, but it stopped. They must have not watered them enough, or maybe a little bit too much this afternoon. I'd say if it was a golf ball, Lee, I would say too much, but I don't know about a football.
I tell you what, Lansing is letting Tonganoxie kind of hang around this game.
They sure are.
And
I'd like to see him blow it open right here with a 80, 90-yard pass. Ball's going to be given off the left tackle. Gain of a couple, maybe.
if that.
Ball's handed off to Nick Hughes. Well, it looks like about a 3-yard gain. Be second down and 7 for the Lions. Receiver on the near side, Cameron Decker. Litton's going to be under center. Broken up play. Goes nowhere. Tonganoxie just stuffs him right at the line. Actually, that might be a loss there.
Quick handoff to Cameron Trout. No gain. Brings up a 3rd and 7.
Let's go, Lions.
Lions with trips right. Litton's looking that way. Got some
Litton
pressure.
scrambles out. Litton scrambles out of the pocket. Doesn't have anybody open. He scrambles out.
Had number 8, Jordan Summerla, open in the flat, but was being pressured, didn't have time to get the ball off to him. Jordan was wide open.
Was he? So Litton takes it up the middle and gains about 12 yards on the play. We just got our light turned out on us and can't see our. We're gonna call a timeout for safety on the football field. We have an electrical problem. One of the main lights is out of the field, probably on the Tonganoxie. I would say it's about the 15-yard line.
It got a lot darker out here.
The
wow.
camera guy is looking at the light right now. That could be a problem. You know, Lee, we've had 5 games. This is our 6th game now. But really, I mean, it's like playing football in Hawaii. You think Kansas weather, you never know what you're going to get. But usually by this time in the football season, we're starting to get a little cold, a little chilly, maybe a little rain will happen. But we've had nothing but great football weather. And you really can't call this football weather. This
is almost like summertime, early summertime weather.
Yeah, this is absolutely beautiful. They're going to have to figure out what's going on with this light. We could be here for a little while. So if you want to take a break, you want to go get something to drink, we've got half of, maybe a quarter of our football field that's with a safety issue, a little dark, and they will not continue the ball game until that's taken care of. Let me read some of our sponsors. And thanks for our sponsors. If you want to discuss the game tonight, go to Real Estate with Lisa Reese. She's a sponsor for 810varsity.com. Go to Facebook and go to Real Estate with Lisa Reese. That's Lisarees. And
looks like they're going to continue with that set of lights out. It's borderline on that far side of the field, kind of dark.
If I was, I don't know. I mean, yeah, you could see, but it's just a little dark. So they're going to go ahead and finish. They're going to go play the game. Lansing takes the ball.
Litton Vanderworth.
takes it up the middle. Quarterback keeper, gain of about 7 on the play. It'll be 2nd down and 3 for the Lions. 3:58 left in the second quarter. Litton again up the middle, straight from the snap, follows his running back up the middle. Little gain on the play.
Officials are stopping the clock. Maybe a first down for Lansing, or close enough where they may have to measure. It is a first down for the Lions.
Litton Vanderwerf in shotgun. Litton back for a pass. Has a receiver open. Just misses his receiver. It's an incomplete pass.
That's the same spot where Jordan Summerler was open earlier. Litton throws it a little bit behind him. Well, definitely the strong point of the Lions game tonight has been running, not passing thus far.
We have a 6-0 game with 3:36 left in the second quarter. Lions have 2nd and 10. Vanderwerf in shotgun.
Litton, plenty of time. Incomplete pass.
Pass intended for number 10, Lucas Mine. On that play, Lee, you've seen Litton take the snap in shotgun and then make one step like he was going to run up the middle, and then comes back to pass the ball.
That can freeze the linebackers just for a second, or the corners.
I didn't see too much going on, did you?
No, it can. Tongi defense was step for step with Lucas.
3rd down and 10 for the Lions. Again, Litton in shotgun, 3 receivers to the near side. Definitely looks like a pass for the Lions. Litton back to pass. He's going to step up in the pocket. Nice pass. Has Lucas a little twisted. Lucas can't seem to get a good path to the ball, and that's going to be incomplete. With 3:21 left in the second quarter, plenty of time for the Chieftains to get this punt and bring the ball down to tie the game and go into halftime either tied or leading. Cameron Trout back to punt for the Lions. Cameron kicks it into dark territory. Oh, man. There's flags down. Now, did you see a hand raised?
There were so many people down there, I couldn't see anything.
I thought I seen him raise his...
He may have called for a fair catch and ran with it, or there may have been interference, not letting the Tongi receiver catch the ball.
Number 15.
With a fair catch.
Justin Lazinski is limping off the side with help from his teammates. It looks like a pretty bad sprained ankle. Something. He's not feeling too good. Justin Lazinski out of the game.
Yep, that's what I thought. Catch interference. They're going to have him re-kick. And Tongi's going to end up with a lot better field position. And I don't know if I want to kick the ball to Lingo. He's had a great night running the ball. earlier, the fair catch would have happened at about the 35. So Lansing only loses about 7 yards. They came out good on that.
Correction on the 43-yard line.
Well, yeah, if they take the penalty from right there, where are they? You know, they're almost midfield, right?
Yes.
So, yeah.
Wow, number 44 for the Chieftains, Shane Levy. Is that freshman?
Gain of approximately 30 yards.
He's a sophomore running back, 5'8", 195-pound sophomore. So two really good
Ball will
sophomores.
be on the
A
40
30-yard run.
Shane Levy has a 30-yard gain for the Chieftains. Loses his shoe in the process. Chieftains will have the ball on the Lions' 27-yard line, 1st and 10, with 2:55 left. Lions need to make a big stop here. They give it again to Levy up the middle, and that's hit off of a great drive.
That's a similar play to what they just ran, just the other side.
Up the middle for the Chieftains. On the stop is Dominic Carey. He drags
17-yard gain.
him down. If Dominic doesn't have a hold of him, that's a touchdown
Right on the
for the
10, maybe
Chieftains.
1st and goal. Just inside the 10, it is 1st and goal.
Well, Lions need to pick it up right here. They need to make a stop right here. Got 1st and goal on the 10-yard line. The ball's given to number 15. He stopped with no gain.
And he got stood up. I didn't see who made the hit. Nice hit for the Lions.
Looks like it's Cole Taylor. And also John Rubendahl was in on the stop. No gain. Nice tackle by Cole Taylor.
Tongie's doing what they do best. They run the ball. That's their bread and butter. Passing's not really their game.
Pitch out to
Lingo,
number 20.
and he gets lit up out of bounds.
Probably one of the best hits I've seen. Lingo gets hit about 3 times, all about the same time. One hits him high, one hits him low, one hits him in the middle, and you see dust flying.
Well, he ran about 10 yards to get -1. He lost about a yard on that play.
Yeah, the Lions definitely strung that out really good.
Very good defense.
Nice tackle.
Another big play. 3rd and 9. 3rd and goal from the 9.
Justin Lozinski definitely got a messed up leg. He's got football players, trainers, and everything around him over on the sidelines. It looked like it was an ankle, leg, or something. As soon as he got to the sidelines, he laid down. But they're working on Justin Lozinski right now.
Ball was handed up the middle. No gain. It's going to be, in fact, it was about a yard loss. It's going to be about 4th and 10, 4th and goal from the 10 for the Chieftains. Lansing calls timeout.
The Lions making a good stand. Lee, you got the ball's on the 12
11-yard line.
11-yard line, 4th down. With the plays that they've run so far, what do you think Tongie's going to look at here for 4th down and 11?
Well, if they're even going to go for it, wouldn't be a bad idea to get on the board, make it 6-3 with a minute to go in the half. But the play that's worked well for them is that fake handoff and up the middle going to that option to the right, to their right, with number 20 Lingo. Passing hasn't worked well for them tonight. Let's see what they do.
I imagine Pekarik has emphasized that little option.
They're going to kick the field goal. I think that's a smart choice.
With a minute 11 left in the second quarter, the Chieftains are going to attempt a field goal. Kick is up. It is no good.
The kick is wide.
Lansing will take over. First and 10.
Lansing will take over at the 10-yard line with 2 timeouts.
The kicker is that number 30. Is that the freshman number 32?
I thought again the numbers are tough to.
That was
Number
Amos.
80,
The numbers have been tough.
Amos White. It's hard to read the numbers.
Amos White is a senior, 6'1" senior, 170 pounds. Amos White looks like he has plenty of leg.
Just hooked it left. Lansing with 2 timeouts. They have trips right. Let's see if they're going to try to move the ball downfield.
Pass complete from Litton Vanderwerf to number 1. Logan Mance. Nice pass.
Here's the first and 10. That tackle was
He's probably going to have a little bit more of a cushion here with 58 seconds left to be able to find a receiver. Vanderwerf again back in the shotgun. Lucas Mine in motion to the near side.
Litton scrambling and goes out of bounds. Clock stops. Looks like he got the first down.
Did Vanderwerf
Did
on
a
the
good
carry.
job of getting out of bounds, but loses about 20 seconds on the play also as he tries to stay at the line of scrimmage looking for an open receiver. Couldn't
Ball
find
is on
one.
the
First down.
And
Lansing
finally
side of the field
gets
on
out of
the
bounds, but it's good
49-yard
for a
line.
first down. Clock stops at 36. Litton again back.
At this pace, it looks like the Lions are going to have, I'd say, about 4 more plays with their 2 timeouts.
Lights are back. All of the lights are back on. Litton Vanderwerf is going to probably look deep here. He's got an open receiver. Number 10, Lucas Mine, is an open receiver. He fights. He gets in the end zone. Touchdown, Lions!
A 50-yard pass completion. And
Lucas was
Lucas had
completely
some
open.
separation. There must have been a blown coverage.
Oh, we were blocking the cameraman's view. Did you get Lucas? Did you get his catch? All right. Lucas, great catch. Litton, great throw. Lansing, with 25 seconds left in the half, scores on a 50-yard pass play from Litton Vanderwerf to number 10, Lucas Mine. The extra point is up by Brad Brown, and it's good.
And that's exactly what the Lions needed going into half. They didn't want to go into half 6-0.
Jeez, they're just it just wasn't a spark.
I'm just wondering.
Lucas, yeah, number 10.
I'm just wondering if that was a blown coverage because he had 10 yards of separation.
That was Lucas Mine, correct?
Number 10, yes.
Yeah.
Great play for the Lions.
Whew. Well, little breathing room for the Lions. He said about 2 minutes I was unplugged. We have our camera guy, our computer guy, Eric Armstrong, is looking after us. I would probably be unplugged for the rest of the game if it wasn't for old Eric. Eric's a good guy. Don't you think so?
Oh, yeah. Lansing tries an onside kick, recovered by Tonganoxie.
Eric Armstrong with 810varsity.com has been our guy that's kind of kept us going. Seems like we always get going right at game time. If it wasn't for Eric being here,
We'd be lost. Tongi has 21 seconds. Decent field position. They may try to get down and get something going. I'm not sure how many timeouts Tongi has left. 1, maybe 2. I think they've used 1. They did use 1 on the 4th and 10 to set up their field goal.
Old Elston back in the shotgun. Got a man in motion.
I think Tongi's content with going into the halftime and regrouping.
Ball carrier was Shane Hughes on the play, named yard.
5 seconds, 4, 3, 2, 1 left in the half, and we are at halftime with the Lions
Ladies
leading
and gentlemen, at
13-0.
halftime, we have lots of things going on.
Tonganoxie coming up with a couple turnovers that have been big
Our cheerleading
and
squad will perform
given
first
them
on the
pretty good
countdown in
field
turn number
position
one.
and a
Stand
chance
by.
to stay in this game, which they still are. Losing
At
Are we back on? Lee, I think we, during the halftime, I think we got our headphones mixed up. Because mine was all, had my
I think you're
speakers
right.
all
But
mixed
I
up.
can't get it. I can't get it situated.
Yeah, like, yeah. At first half, I didn't get to go over my sponsors too much, so let me go over some sponsors right now. But before I do that, got about a minute 11 here left before the second half starts. Lions are leading 13 to nothing over the Tonganoxie Chieftains. Corrections Corporation of America is a proud supporter of the Lansing Lions Gamecast. As America's leader in partnership corrections, CCA is committed to protecting public safety, employing the best people in solid careers, rehabilitating inmates, and giving back to communities. We've been privileged to partner with the Leavenworth community since 1992, and we're thrilled to cheer on the Lansing High School football team. CCA, Corrections Corporation of America, thank you very much. 810varsity.com is providing our gamecast for all of the away games for the Lansing Lions. That's 810varsity.com. If you want to see who your school will be facing in the playoffs, 810 Varsity predicts them. And get rid of my candy in my mouth. 810 Varsity predicts the playoff brackets for both Kansas and Missouri. Check out the high school version of bracketology on 810varsity.com. Go to 810varsity.com and they will predict who's going to be in the playoffs, who will be playing who, and also providing all of our away gamecasts for the Lansing Lions this year. Thanks, 810varsity.com. Century Van Lines, across the street, across the nation, locally owned. Century Van Lines provides professional moving and storage services. Whether you're moving your home, your office, or college student, we can help. Call Century Van Lines at 913-651-3600 anytime. That's 913-651-3600, or visit our website at www.centuryvanlines.com. That's www.centuryvanlines.com. All right, we're here to start the second half. Lions will be on the kickoff return. Here's the kickoff. It's what in the world is that kick? Whatever it was, it works. It works.
Kick. Just a rainbow. Hit the ground, fumble.
I really don't know. I really don't know if he intended to do that, but
Tongi did choose to kick into the wind. They get their option of which direction they like to kick, and they're kicking into the wind. It's a slight breeze. They will have the win in the fourth quarter, but nonetheless, they recovered the fumble and have the ball on the Lions' 35-yard line. Not how Lansing wanted to start the second half.
Turns out to be a great kickoff for the Chieftains. I was thinking at first that he missed the kick because he actually went up to the ball pretty hard, and usually you don't see that if they're running up to the ball real hard. You usually don't see it. So I thought he had missed that kick, but it turns out really good as it goes over the first line of the Lions, and they get a good hit and recover the fumble. Elson back to pass. Nice pass. That's the nicest pass I've seen from Garrett Elson all night. Really sure of himself, throws the ball hard, completes the pass for about a 8-yard gain.
Lingo on the reception for an 8-yard gain.
We've heard that name a lot tonight.
A lot tonight.
Lingo.
They fake the ball up the middle to number 44, Shane Levy. Elson fumbles the ball but recovers his own fumble.
.32 Jared Summers comes over to the sideline, gets the call, takes it back to the quarterback Elson. Second down and a couple for the Chieftains. Good chance for the Chieftains to get back in the ball game behind 13-0. Nice
Tongi
play.
with the counter play, counter right. About a 5-6 yard pickup. Lingo again. Tongi with a long, it's a third and long 5 for a first down.
Elson back in the shotgun. He's going to scramble to his left. Gets between two defenders. A great run
And
by
he's still
Elson.
going.
He reaches for the far pylon.
Looks like he's about a half a yard short.
Stretched, but was out of bounds before his hand crossed the end zone.
About a 24 yard pickup
The goal
for
line.
Elston. They ran that option to the left side, faked the pitch. He saw the seam, kept it himself. It's less than a yard.
Great run by Garrett Elston. Split two defenders. Nice gain. Almost a touchdown.
I'm handing the ball straight up the gut to number 44 or Lingo here. Lingo in motion. 44 it's a fake to Elston. Looks like a quarterback veer. No signal yet.
Touchdown, Tonganoxie. Tonganoxie stuffs it in the end zone right at the beginning of the third quarter. They're here to play some football.
We got us a game now.
What a way to come out. Kick a little pooch kick on the kickoff. About 4 plays and push it in the end zone.
Let's see if the Lions can stop this here. This would keep it at a 7-point game if they can. Lions missed their extra point in the first quarter.
That one's good. Amos White out for the extra point. I knew he had enough leg from the first time he kicked it. He just kind of miskicked it and spiraled to the far side. But that one was a nice kick, plenty of distance, and it's good for an extra point. Scores now with 10-11 left in the third quarter, 13-7, Tonganoxie. Lansing, I'm sorry. 13-7, Lansing leads the Chieftains.
The last thing Lansing needs to do is leave that door open a crack. There's a big crowd here tonight. Just a little spark's all they need. Lansing needs to get the ball, take a lot of time off the clock, drive down the field, and get a score.
Well, that worked good for the Chieftains last time. You think we'll see the same thing here?
No.
We do.
We do. They're kicking it short. They don't want to kick it to Hughes and mine. Looks like number 26, Cameron Trout.
Well, with the little pooch kickoff again, the Lions are ready for it and will take over with good field position on their own 40-yard line. They will have the wind to their back. Lions need to come back here and answer with a nice drive. Vanderwerf under center. 2 backs behind him. Summerla in motion. It's going to be a pitch to Hughes. Hughes finally gets a little bit of running room, cuts it up, and creates a nice play, a gain of about 20 yards for Nick Hughes. That's the Nick Hughes that we know.
That's the first we've seen of him tonight. First half only had 3 carries.
I guarantee Nick Hughes went into halftime and just absolutely said, you know what, he needs to get pumped up. And for the first play that we've seen, Nick Hughes ran the ball really hard. It's a nice run. Ball given again to Nick Hughes. He finally gets it cut up. He runs hard.
Gain of about 13 for another Lions first down.
Nick takes it to about the 25-yard line. Nice run by Nick Hughes. They kept Nick Hughes pretty much out of the play calling for the first half. He had a couple fumbles. The first two plays go to Nick Hughes today. First and 10 on the 25. Handoff goes to Nick Hughes up the middle. He scrambles to the outside, gives a stiff arm, and he's going to be thrown out of bounds out the 15, about the 16-yard line of the Chieftains. Another good gain for the Lions.
About a 9-yard gain. Nick Hughes, the last three plays, 20, 13, and 9 yards.
81 receiver on the near side, Clay Young. Another pitch to Nick Hughes. That's 4 in a row for Nick. He busted outside. Another hard run. He stays inside. Tiptoes.
He's down to about the 2 or 3 yard line. Well, the second half, it's been Nick Hughes right, Nick Hughes left for a total of about 60 yards thus far. That's the old Nick Hughes, and I'm used to seeing.
Absolutely. I don't think Lansing's Lansing unless Nick Hughes is involved.
No.
And I'm really enjoying watching Nick Hughes run here. Under center, the ball goes to Nick Hughes.
Gains
Little
about
gain.
1 or 2 yards. Looks like it's spotted on about the 2 yard line. 2nd and 2. Well, the Lions go from giving the ball to Nick 3 times in the first half, and then the last 2 minutes he's carried the ball 5 times.
Well, the quarterback acted like he was going to give it to Trout, and Trout was stopped. Quarterback keeps it, Litton Vanderwerf, and scores the touchdown for the Lions.
That's exactly what they needed to do. Come back, get a score. Didn't burn much time off the clock. Took about 2 minutes on that drive. But now Lansing's up with a 2-touchdown lead.
Brad Brown out for the extra point. Kicks up. It splits them. It's good. 8:06 left in the third quarter. Lions lead 20-7. Lions come back and stuff it in the end zone. About a 7-play drive. Litton Vanderwerf tops it off with about a 2-yard touchdown run. Dasher Garage for full service auto repair, a quality oil change or muffler and exhaust work. Bring your vehicle to Dasher Garage and Tire, located right at 210 North Main Street. Dasher Garage and Tire is now doing custom muffler and exhaust work. Stop by anytime or call Dasher Garage at 727-5700. Thank you, Dasher Garage. Brad Brown kicking off for the Lions. Nice kick with the wind at the back.
Into the end zone.
Into the end zone, that's right.
It's a 60-yard kickoff. High school ball, if it goes in the end zone, it's a dead ball. Brought out on the 20-yard line.
If he touches it and it goes into the end zone and back and out of the end zone, what is that? Just
it's still a dead ball.
20-yard line.
20-yard line. Great field position for Lions. They got Tongi back on their own 20 with that nice kickoff.
Elson with the pitch to Lingo. Lingo has a pretty good gain.
There's that counter again to the right side, which has been very effective for Tongi. Looks like about an 8-yard gain.
Second and 2 for the Chieftains. Nice play is the Elston to Lingo. The little pitch has been working all night. Lions need to get some penetration in there and just take care of that. .758 left in the third. Elson does a great job on the inside with those handoffs, so you really can't tell where the ball's going. He just does a super job. Quick hands, smart quarterback.
That's a first down, Tonganoxie.
Elson back in the shotgun. Summers goes in motion. He hands it up the middle.
Number 44, Shane Levy, gets stuffed at the line of scrimmage.
Stuffed by a pride of Lions.
Had a group of like 5 or 6 Lions up the center. About a half-yard loss.
Shotgun. Again, opposite to number 20, Lingo. Elson with a pitch right at the last second. Pitches it to number 20, Lingo. Another good gain for the Chieftains.
It's going to be third and short. Gained about 9 yards. Be third and less than a yard. About a 10-yard gain. Again, that option to the right side to Lingo has been very effective. It's on the short side of the field this time.
In the defensive line in the middle for the Lions, you got Miller, Shones, and Carey. It's going to be a quarterback keeper.
They
Busted
couldn't
up
get the
play.
pitch off.
Yeah.
Couldn't get the pitch off in time. Too much penetration. Good job by the Lions. Going to be fourth and about 3.
I'll credit Trevor Shones, Mike Miller, and Carey on that stop.
I thought Tongi might be thinking about going for it on fourth and about 2.5. Looks like they're bringing the punt team in.
Back deep for the Lions. Nick Hughes. Looks like the wind's holding that ball up as the punt goes in the air. The wind's kind of doing different stuff with the ball, but Nick Hughes calls for the fair catch and makes a great catch with about 5 or 6 Tongi guys right around him. Nice concentration by Nick Hughes, and makes a good fair catch. So the Lions will start first and 10 on their own 35-yard line. See if the Lions can focus as a team here and put another good drive together. Be nice to see Nick Hughes carry the team again. And the first play goes to Nick. He's hit once at the line and then drags the guy with him. Hit again. Gain of about 7 on the play. Nice run by Nick Hughes.
Very nice run. And maybe that was Lansing's game plan. First half, Linton Vanderwerf had 10, 12 carries for 93 yards. Nick only had 3.
Maybe it was. Ball's given again to Nick Hughes.
He
takes
open
it up
field.
the middle.
He might be gone.
Nick Hughes cruises. He started that ball. They gave it to him up the middle. Nick Hughes runs really hard up the middle, finds the space, cuts it out to the outside, and there was nobody touching old Nick Hughes after that. Nice run, Nick Hughes, number 28. Touchdown, Lions.
That's about a 55-yard run. I think Nick Hughes is over 100 yards in the second half.
In 6 minutes.
In 6 minutes.
Well, just before this quarter started, we were talking about Nick Hughes going into halftime and maybe focusing a little bit better on his senior year, and he did just that. This guy's out. He's out for blood.
And
Nick
that may have
Hughes.
been their strategy to run Litton in the first half, because Litton had 93 yards rushing in the first half. And Nick didn't carry the ball but 3 times. This half, Nick's had 8 carries, 9 carries. Litton's had 1. So, whatever the strategy is, it looks good for the Lions.
Get to another sponsor here. Co-op at Leavenworth County Co-op. We provide a variety of services from the Good News Cafe to dog grooming to home propane and bulk delivery to a full-service agronomy center. We can handle a ton of your needs all under one roof. Call us at 913-727-1900. Thank you, Co-op, for your sponsorship. Kickoff, Brad Brown. Derek Lingo with the return. He returns it to the Chieftains 30-yard line. Good return by the Chieftains for catching the ball deep. Derek Lingo catching it deep and bouncing out of his hands. He picks the ball up and returns it to the 30-yard line, so they get decent field position to start. Elson in shotgun. He scrambles to his
Fumble
right.
on the play. The fumble on the play, I think Lansing has recovered. Yes, they have.
You know, Lee, I was wondering, Elson has done a super job, an absolute super job of getting rid of that football right at the absolute last second. And I was kind of wondering when Lansing was going to get real good penetration in there and break that play up. And it looks like they kind of had enough to mix it up right there. Fumble on the play. Lions recover. Lions in good position to score again.
Lansing scores here. It kind of puts a dagger in the heart, I think, of Tonganoxie. That'll put them up 27 points late third quarter. They can get a touchdown.
Chieftains get good penetration on the snap. Defensive line, actually probably linebackers, get good penetration. Ball goes again one more time to Nick Hughes.
Nick Hughes manages still to get 3 yards. Made something out of nothing, because there was nothing there.
Second and 7 for the Lions. Jordan Summerall, the receiver, on the near side. 2 backs. Litton under center. Takes a snap, pitches it to Nick Hughes. Nowhere to go on the play. The Chieftains spread their defensive line out and stop with no gain. Probably actually maybe even a loss of a yard on the play.
Tongi did a nice job of stringing that out. I think they kind of saw it was coming because they were adjusting to that far side. Third and 10 for the Lions.
Litton Vanderwerf back in the shotgun. I would say this will not go to Nick Hughes as they have 3 receivers. He's got a receiver open, number 8, Jordan Summerla. Jordan Summerla makes a good catch, and he's hit pretty hard.
That's a first down for the Lions. Gain of 15 to Summerla.
Did you see who made that hit, Lee?
No.
It was a great hit.
We got a flag down, maybe a late hit on the quarterback. Personal foul, roughing the passer against Tonganoxie. Litton got up a little slow. He's going to take the ball down just inside the 5-yard line.
Litton Vanderwerf under center. Here's the snap. He gives it to Nick Hughes. Nick Hughes is going to fight for a couple of yards. Takes it to the 1 or 2 yard line. Probably the 2-yard line.
Looks like a gain of about 2.5.
John Rubendahl, the center for the Lions. Looks like John's saying, take it right up the gut. I'm ready. Vanderwerf ready for the snap. He's going to keep it. Rolls out for a pass. He's got a receiver. Receiver goes out of bounds, makes the catch, but goes out of bounds. It will be ruled an incomplete pass.
I'm not sure why they're passing the ball right there.
Yeah.
After they've been running it so darn effective the whole half. On second down, you got 3 plays to get 2 yards, and you throw a floater into the end zone.
Well, they have been running it real well, and maybe they thought that they could
maybe
surprise them a little bit.
Them.
We've got third down and a couple. I bet he runs it here. He gives it to Cameron Trout. That's a touchdown. Did he actually give it to Cameron, or did he keep it again?
He kept it himself.
He kept it. Pretty much exact same play as the second quarter play where he
yes.
faked the handoff and then kept it.
Cameron Trout gets tackled. Litton scores.
It's almost like they both go in the end zone with the ball.
Tongi runs that also. Runs that similar type of offense.
Anyways, it's touchdown Lions, 33-7. Brad Brown out for the extra point. The kick is up, and it's right through the middle. Touchdown Lions. Litton Vanderwerf with a 2-yard carry and the touchdown. And the Lions put a 34-7 lead on the Chieftains with 2:06 left in the third quarter. It's kind of what happened to Tonganoxie last week. They played Bonner Springs, a very good first half. And then the second half, Bonner Springs just blew it open with like 30 unanswered points. And it's mirroring that exact same thing right now.
I think Tongi's a little young, and they're a little thin with numbers. And it can wear on you in the second half.
I know they've had some key injuries this year. They've had a real tough year as far as their coaching, with their coach Elston, their head coach, getting in a little bit of trouble, whatever that was.
End up resigning.
And that takes a big chunk out of your players when something like that happens.
And also when it happens 3 days before the season opener. It's not good for them. Oh,
right
nice
now.
kick.
Boots it.
In the end zone. That's a 62-yard kickoff by Brad Brown. Woo! When he can get that ball in that end zone, there's no chance for that number 20 Lingo to gain 20, 30, 40 yards. And makes Tongi start at their own 20. Has them pushed back.
Crowd starting to thin out a little bit here at Beatty Field in Tonganoxie.
You're right.
Ball's given it again to Derek Lingo. Nowhere to go for Derek Lingo, but still gains about 3 yards on the play. It'll be second down and 7. Good games tonight. Perry and Holton. Also, another good game as Mill Valley and Baser, both undefeated in the Call Valley League, are playing. Ball's given up. Given in the middle to Shane Levy. Levy gains about 4 yards on the play. Be third down and 2 for the Chieftains. We've seen the score at halftime for the Mill Valley Baser game, which was expected to be a pretty good game. I didn't think it was going to be. I thought,
But
you
the
know,
score didn't indicate it.
we've seen both teams play. They've both beat Lansing pretty good, and I thought Baser was the superior team, and that's what the score is. 27-7 was the score at halftime. Baser leading. Shane Levy with the carry up the middle, gains about 3 yards, first down, Tonganoxie.
Yeah, the score 27-20 at halftime with Baser leading.
27 what?
27-7. Sorry,
Okay.
20-point lead. 27-7. Kind of surprised me. I thought it'd be a little closer.
Yeah, I know. You were kind of thinking that was going to be a little bit better game than I thought. I really had said that's going to be a 3 touchdown game. And there we go. The lights are blinking again on a quarter of the field.
We must be using too much power for our 810 Comcast broadcast, blowing out the fuse. We have one light out. If we lose another light pole, we will not be able to continue. It'll be too dark.
810varsity.com. Too much juice for Beatty Field to handle. Elston rolls out to his left, throws an incomplete pass.
With him being only 5'5", rolling to his left, that is hard. That's tough. That's a tough throw.
Brings up 3rd down and 10 for the Chieftains. Rolling out to your left into the wind. Tough play for Garrett Elston. Elston has 3 receivers to his right. Goes back in the shotgun. Does as deep as he's been.
I'll set up a screen to Lingo on the left side. Lingo still on his feet. Jordan Summerla with the saving tackle about the 15-yard line.
He must have absolutely walked the tightrope over there.
Woo!
Lansing Lion defensive players kind of gave up on him, thinking he was out of bounds or going to go out of bounds, and walks the tightrope up the sideline for about a 50-yard gain.
Tongi had trips right, showing pass right, and they come back with a screen pass left to Lingo.
Initially, I think the Lions had played that pretty well, even though it was going to be about a 7 or 8 yard gain. They played it pretty well, stop them short of the first down. But Lingo makes a great run on the sidelines for a good gain and a first down. That's the end of the 3rd quarter. The Lions lead 34-7.
They're running one untimed play because the clock shouldn't have started because he went out of bounds. We got an incomplete pass from Elston. Now that is officially the end of the 3rd
Now, what was the call on that, Lee? Why did they run that play?
They went out of bounds with about
okay.
1.5 seconds on the clock, and they stopped the clock to move the chains on a first down, and they started the clock after the chains were set, but it should not have started because they went out of bounds. So they just ran one untimed play.
Should have started on the snap of the ball.
Yes.
All right, so we're headed into the 4th quarter with a huge lead for the Lions, 34-7. Chieftains will have the wind. We'll be going with the wind in the 4th quarter.
And the wind has picked up.
It has, yeah. It's definitely a factor now in the game. So we might see a little bit more offense from the Chieftains. And what a good time for them to have the wind, being in good field, having good field position on the Lions' 15-yard line. Mr. Good Sense, ordering Good Sense is now quick and easy with Good Sense online ordering. Just log on to MrGoodSense.com and place your order today. The Command, the Kansas City Command, season tickets for the 2012 Arena Football League season at the Sprint Center are now on sale. Call 855-KC Arena. That's 85-KC Arena. Storage Box. Need packing supplies? Need to ship a package? The Storage Box and the Leavenworth Shipping Depot is the answer. Storage Box offers endless possibilities. Storage Box, 913-727-1236. Elston scrambles. He gets a snap and scrambles, and he's taken down with about a 2-yard loss on the play. Tackle made by number 42, Christian Porter. Teammates call him Hector. Actually, I'm sorry. That's 42. That's Jalil Witter with the tackle. A great tackle by Jalil Witter. Ball's given to Shane Levy up the middle. Little gain on the play. Brings up a 4th down as the first down was played the last play of the third quarter.
Tongi with the timeout to talk about it.
Did you know the head of one of America's leading companies once attended Lansing High School? Damon Heiniger is now president and CEO of Corrections Corporation of America and still a strong supporter of Lion football. Damon started his career as a correctional officer at Leavenworth Detention Center, one of over 60 CCA facilities across the country. Want to learn more about careers at CCA? Visit ccajob.com today. That's ccajob.com. Thank you very much, Damon Heiniger and CCA. Make sure 810varsity.com is your central hub for the playoffs. At Playoff Central, get the district standings, live updated playoff brackets, and even bracketology. 810 Varsity predicting the playoff field. Your source for the playoffs, 810varsity.com. Fourth down for the Chieftains. Elson back to pass. He has a receiver, but is incomplete.
And Lansing's going to take over on downs from the 11-yard line, leading 34-7. One play, several plays into the fourth quarter.
Well, are we going to see the Nick Hughes show right here in fourth quarter?
I think for another series, yes. And then I think Lansing will not take a chance on any injuries and maybe get some guys in that don't normally get to play, especially leading by 27 points. Maybe not going to do it this deep in their own own territory, though. They still have their starters out there.
81, the receiver on this side, Clay Young. Ball's given again to Nick Hughes up the middle. Has a good gain, hard yards for Nick Hughes. Gains about 5 to 6 yards. Be 2nd and 4.
Nick Hughes got a little banged up on the play, kind of hobbling off the field after that 6-yard pickup.
Replacing Nick Hughes, number 10, Lucas Mine. Lucas Mine had a great game against Piper as he took some of the rushes, took some of the carries, and they give the ball to number 10, Lucas Mine.
He picked up right where he left off, about an 8-yard gain. Nice run. Right
Lucas
where he left
Mine.
off from Piper.
Yeah, quick feet, good cuts. Nowhere near the power that Nick Hughes has, but he has quick feet and he makes good cuts.
Still very good speed.
That's one thing the Lions do have is they have a pretty good depth of running backs. They also have a sophomore running back, Zach Jackson, that at JV. The kid runs really hard, hits his holes hard, just like Lucas Mine. And I didn't see who got the ball, but it had to be number 10, Lucas Mine.
That's number 7 for the Lions. Zach Jackson.
And just like I was saying,
his name, he gets the carry around the left side, about a 20-yard carry.
Just after speaking about Zach, they put him in without Lee and I noticing about it. We see this dude headed up the sidelines, hitting the hole hard, running as hard as he could. That's Zach Jackson, number 7. That kid can run. Ow! Zach Jackson again. Zach Jackson hit the hole hard. Gain of about 4 on the play. You know, the ball carrier, I was like, that had to be Lucas Mine. But and he ran kind of like Lucas Mine.
Well, I saw he had a single number, but I couldn't see the number.
So sophomore Zach Jackson getting some carries for the Lions. That's Brian Jackson's oldest son. Brian Jackson graduated with me in 1988. Brian Jackson was a great football player, a great wrestler, ended up getting 3rd place in state as a senior in wrestling. That's Zach Jackson, his son, is now a sophomore at Lansing High School, plays football and basketball at Lansing, and a tremendous basketball player also for the Lions. Still at tailback, Zach Jackson. Lytton Vanderwerf under center. Lytton's going to carry it. Lytton fakes the ball up the middle and then tries to carry it around the end. Tongies make a good play. 3rd down and 5.
I think Lansing's starting to sprinkle in some of their players that don't get as much playing time. I think they have a mixture of starters and non-starters on the field.
About half and half, white jerseys and brown jerseys out there.
That's correct.
Logan Mance on the near side, receiver for the Lions. Vanderwerf under center. He takes a snap, fakes it up the middle. He's going to roll out to his left. He's got a receiver. Pass is complete and caught for a 1st down, gain of about 12 yards on the play.
Is that number 87? It's hard to tell. The lights are just coming back on that far post.
Yes, it is. 87, Colin Anderson with the reception for the Lions. Colin Anderson, a 6'3" sophomore for the Lions. Lytton Vanderwerf pitched to Zach Jackson. Zach Jackson hits the hole hard, gain of about 3 on the play. He's getting up slow also. Old Zach doesn't feel good. Probably has a good shot on the shin, or
I can't tell if it's a shin, an ankle, or a knee.
Lansing's getting banged up tonight.
But we got a couple players helping off Zach Jackson. Hopefully we got good news, maybe just a twisted ankle or something.
First half we had, now they're actually totally carrying him with no pressure on there. He was limping for a little bit, and now there's no pressure on it. First half we had Justin Lazinski go out, and he was really hurting on the sidelines. We heard at halftime that Justin actually has a broken leg, and that's not confirmed, but that's what we heard. Broken tibia is what we heard.
Number 10, Lucas Mine, back in for Zach Jackson. That's too bad. Zach was running the ball nice.
Ball's given up the middle to Lucas Mine. Lansing, our Lions, are taking a lot of time off the clock, just running the ball here.
And that's exactly what they need to do, not get anyone else hurt.
Yeah, it's just a simple run off the right tackle Zach Jackson had. It looked like a pretty good run. Maybe the kid rolled over his ankle right at the end of the play. On 3rd down and 5, Litton back in the shotgun. Lucas Mine in at running back. Ball's given to number 26, Cameron Trout, up the middle.
Going to be a little short, Brian. It's going to be about a 4th and 3 for the Lions, maybe 4th and 4. The Lions are going to try a field goal. It's going to be a 35-yard field goal into the wind.
Be a nice kick for Brad Brown into the wind. If he can put this through, it'll be a really nice kick for Brad.
Brad has the leg.
Beautiful kick. That baby is nice.
Ed drilled it. It's true.
Brad Brown, nice field goal for Brad. That's a good kick for Brad.
Very nice.
And something also, when you're headed into district games next week. Lansing plays their first district game against Washington next week. Headed into the districts, you need to have everything running pretty good, and it's a good time for Brad to get his leg going. Brad does have a great kick, and I would say in the running for first team all KVL kicker. He's a great kicker.
I saw him at our last broadcast in warm-ups, easily making 45-yarders, but that's with no pressure. But he has the leg.
Yeah.
But that was into the wind. Nice kick, Brad Brown.
So after the field goal, that makes the score 37-7.
Yeah, Lansing has some nice clean white jersey players on the field, which is good. Guys that don't normally get a chance to play are out there on the kickoff.
Derek Lingo on the return for the Chieftains. He brings it back to the 30-yard line. Nice coverage on the play by the Lions.
Yeah, Lansing has, I do not see any starters in the game for the Lions on defense. That's good. Get some kids some opportunities to play.
Let's see if we can call out some of these names that are on the field, Lee, if they make a good play here. Ball's given to Derek Lingo. It's fumbled. Derek Lingo tries to get the ball back, but he keeps batting it with his hands. And it's turned over to the Lions. The Lions recover. Number 26, Cameron Trout, recovers. Who made the hit, the initial hit on that? I couldn't see.
I missed the initial hit, but I also missed Cameron Trout being in there as a starter.
Yeah, he's probably the only one in there.
Probably the only one.
Coach didn't see his jersey, left him in and didn't get him replaced. I bet he won't be out there anymore. So the Lions will have the ball on the...
Well, let's see who our new quarterback will be when they come in the game.
15-yard line of the Chieftains. Quarterback looks like it might be Jordan Summerla.
Number 8, Jordan Summerla, under center. All right, Cameron Trout still in the game at fullback.
There's no more running backs. They've got to keep old Cameron in there.
Number 23, David Potter on the carry.
Nowhere for David Potter to go.
We got a flag on the play. Face mask Tonganoxie.
So a play that didn't go anywhere ends up gaining 5 yards on the penalty for the Lions.
Hand off to Cameron Trout up the gut. Still on his feet.
Nice hard run by Cameron Trout. Cameron Trout gains about 7 or 8 on the play. It'll be 2nd down and 2. Ball's on the 6-yard line of the Chieftains. Lions can still get a first down here. See if Jordan can lead the Lions for a touchdown. He hands it off again up the middle. Good gain on the play. Looks like it'll definitely be a first down. Yeah, Cameron Trout getting some good hard runs in.
He's getting some reps in. He hadn't had too many carries tonight.
.316 left in the game. Ball's handed off again up the middle to Cameron Trout. The ball is fumbled on the play. Fumbled on the 6-yard line.
I didn't see it.
Recovered. I didn't see the fumble either. It popped out of there and recovered by the Chieftains. So a good chance for Jordan Summerla to lead the Lions into the end zone, and we have a fumble. Chieftains ball.
Lions with a couple starters in there. Dominique Carey, Cameron Trout, still in the ball game for the Lions.
Storage box. Need storage space? Need to rent a U-Haul truck? The storage box is the answer. From storage service to truck renting to packing supplies, Storage Box has been providing exceptional service for more than 35 years with 3 locations, and they also ship packages all over the country at the Leavenworth Shipping Depot. Visit us at www.storageboxinc.com. That's storageboxinc.com, or call us today at 913-727-1236. That's 727-1236. Lisa Reese. Whether buying or selling your home, Lisa Reese with Coldwell Banker Riley & Sons brings professionalism with honesty, integrity, loyalty, and hard work. Lisa Reese will guide you step by step through the entire process. Call or text at 913-240-6004.
Tongi just trying to get off their own 1-yard line, runs up the gut. Maybe gains another yard. Tongi does not have much room to work with back there. If Lions can get a little penetration, pick up a safety.
That'd be nice. That'd be nice to see some white jerseys get a safety.
Oh, yeah.
They'll get a little bit of breathing room right there as they can't bring this guy down. Good gain on the play. .158 left in the ball game. Thanks for joining us tonight at Beatty Field in Tonganoxie, watching the Lions play live football, high school football. We've seen the Lions play another good game. 37-7 lead over the Chieftains. Elston with the ball, carries it up the middle. Next week, we will be live at Washington for Lansing's first district playoff game. At 7 p.m., Lansing will be at Washington High School. In their districts, they play Washington, and then they're back home against Schlegel, which Schlegel is a pretty good, has a pretty good record. They really haven't proved themselves as far as who they played yet, but they're undefeated as of tonight and playing a pretty tough game. But we'll play Washington at Washington, then Schlegel. Fumble on the play is recovered by the Lions with 1:03 left. The white shirts make a stop and force a fumble. And then our last game in districts, we go away again and play Bonner Springs. So here at 810varsity.com, Lee and I will be doing the games at Washington next week, and then for the final district game at Bonner Springs.
Hopefully the Lions can win all three and go to the state playoffs.
I think they've got a pretty good chance. They started off with a couple losses to Baser, Mill Valley, and then had a heartbreaker loss to Piper. But I think they're going to do pretty good in their districts and make it to the playoffs, and we'll see we have some good Lion football left this season.
Got number 21 in at quarterback for the Lions, but I don't have his number and name on my sheet. Not sure who it is. They got everyone in tonight.
Lions take another knee with 13 seconds left. That'll be the last play of the game. The Lions come to Beatty Field in Tonganoxie at their homecoming and are the spoilers. The Tonganoxie homecoming dance won't be as bright tomorrow night.
Our halftime score was 13-7.
13-7.
24 unanswered points by the Lions in the second half. Nice job, Lions.
Thanks again to all of our sponsors at 810varsity.com, and we'll see you next week at Washington High School when the Lions take on the Washington Wildcats for our first district game. Thanks for stopping by, and we'll see you next week.